All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. And the title of this lesson is going to be, for much wisdom is much grief. So pretty much the more um, the more sorrowful you're going to feel. All right, because it becomes heavy on you, especially coming into the true knowledge of Yahweh Shai, waking up to the fact that you are Hebrew Israelites, being of Yasha, being princes of the power. All right, you look around and see your people in this estate, and you see how the world's run, you see how things are going on here, and it vexes you. All right, it vexes you internally, okay, because most of the times, we can't really do anything about it, because we're not in our proper state. We have to submit ourselves to the powers that be, being Esau Edom, because he is in power right now. Okay, we can't execute true judgment, righteous judgment in his kingdom because the wicked is in authority. All right, and that goes into being harmless as doves and wise as serpents. We have to carry yourself pretty much, like Clark Kent. You have to be under the radar, so to say, because also going into the grief part is when you come after the truth, you seek after the truth, you follow after the true knowledge of Yahweh Shai. Okay, of course you're set free in your mind, but in the physical you're still in bondage, right? It says in Isaiah 59th chapter, truth faileth, and he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey. All right, once you turn away from evil and you seek after the truth, all right, and you continue to follow after the truth, you are a prey out here. Okay, because again, being in the world of wicked, everywhere you go, there's snares, traps, temptations. Everywhere you go, everything is set up against you in this kingdom. Okay, because again, going into the rulership, there's no righteousness here. Okay, and especially again with this wisdom, you look around, and then it makes you angry. It makes you a lot of things. Okay, but going into again the grief. Sometimes the truth feels like it's a burden. Okay, sometimes knowing too much feels like a bad thing. Because sometimes you wish you had a blind eye to certain stuff because you knowing so much, it irks you to the core, right? That's why Scripture say, "Be ye angry, but sin not." All right, because there's not much we can do besides wait for Yahweh Shai to plead our cause. Okay, sigh and cry unto him so he can fix this stuff. All right, but here I'm gonna start in Ecclesiastes chapter 1, and I'm gonna start at verse 17. And I gave my heart to know wisdom, and to know madness and folly. I perceive that this is also vexation of spirit. Okay, you see everybody in the house of mirth, always having to be entertained. Okay, that goes into that term bread and circuses. A diet of entertainment. And it's fed to the people to keep them happy and docile, because it tells you in the Matrix. Ignorance is bliss, and that's in the scriptures. Okay, it says in Proverbs 15th chapter, folly is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom. Okay, the reason why these people can go out here and have a good time and enjoy themselves, and you look at them like, how could you be out here having a genuinely good time when all hell is going on around the world? Okay, it's because they don't know anything. They don't know any better. Okay, and they're oppressed, but they don't understand to the extent. Right? They think there's a solution as far as drinking their problems away, going to the club. They think that is life. They think this is it. Okay, but not knowing that this place is hell on earth. Okay, obviously it's a condition. All right, it depends who you are in the society, but nonetheless, if you're a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, if you're up top in society in this world, you're a sellout. Okay, you don't know who you are, and you're against your people at the end of the day. Okay, that's why the scriptures say a gift destroyeth the heart. Okay, the men are our people. They seek after to be successful in this world, and they end up joining hand in hand with the wicked. Okay, and they're far departed away from the love of Yahweh Shai. Okay, but we'll continue in Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and read verse 18, which is the title of the lesson. For much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. Again, so the more you know, the more heavy it's going to be on your heart, meaning your mind. Okay, And that's why you have to balance yourself out, because you'll turn into a maniac. Okay, of course the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai is keeping us in the right mind state, but seeing all these things on a day-to-day basis, women have dressed, kids being assholes, whoever's over you at work, nagging you, just people in general. All right, it makes you angry. You want to, and the thing is, when you know certain things, you want to teach people. You want to tell them what's going on, and you want to free them, because it tells you the truth shall set you free. Okay, but people don't want to hear it. They love being in this lower state. They love being asleep. All right, and it's like, damn, what can I do to fix all this? And the thing is, we have to wait, and that's one of the hardest parts, is having to be patient. Right, and patience goes into suffering. Okay, because you want to liberate your people. You want to, put them up on game, what's going on, but at the end of the day, they're not going to be able to receive, because the Lord has vessels on this earth which He's just not going to give the truth onto. All right, and again, and then it goes into yourself, enduring and fighting, and it doesn't help too, the afflictions, the infirmities, the stuff that we have to go through on a day-to-day basis. Okay, this is not an easy journey. It's not an easy walk. Okay, and that's why scriptures talk about being a good soldier, because war is not always, people think war is always literally fist fighting. It doesn't have to. War doesn't always. It's not always physical. Especially in this war that we're involved in, it's spiritual. Okay, constant attack by left hand spirits, because it's, again, this whole world is in left hand vibration. All right, it's nothing but the deceit, lies, and just wickedness, and iniquity. All right, and it's like the only place you can find righteousness is with the men that Yahweh Shai set up. Okay, and that's the balance. Okay, because these are the men that are out here, for a reason, because these are the men of the Lord. All right, and these are the men that are going to be the solution to this world. Okay, being a New Jerusalem, and the people that the Yahweh Shai is going to set up in the new kingdom to come, under Yahweh Shai with King David, going into the tabernacle of David. But nonetheless, we have to wait. Okay, we have to wait for the Lord to give us the kingdom. Okay, because as you can see, you look around, this place is set up. Okay, the only way this place is going to be taken out is by Yahweh Shai. Okay, yeah, you might know, you might know certain things, you might know this and that, but there's no other person that's going to liberate our people besides the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. Okay, and that's why it says, no man shall buy thee, no man shall redeem us. Okay, no one's going to save us out of this condition besides our power. Okay, because it's been tried before and it's failed. Our people trying to liberate themselves, and it's a lousy attempt, and they end up coming up short and being that movement being destroyed. Okay, so now it's to a point where people are like, we might as well just get along with this devil, and that's how it's always been. Okay, going back to Maccabees. All right, it tells you, we have been in much. I don't know how roughly paraphrasing how it goes, but how our people make covenants with the heathen instead of waiting on Yahweh Shai and really just understanding why we're in this condition in the first place. Okay, you think we just popped up and plotted here, and just spawned? No, Yahweh Shai had a certain amount of events for us to be led up into this position that we're in. But the sad part is our people, because they don't have the little chains on them, it's on their mind. Okay, so they think that they're free. Okay, and that goes with when you break in a horse. Okay, going into Willie Lynch letter. Okay, when you break in a horse, you don't put, you pretty much you give it space, you give it a rope. All right, you don't put it up, you don't put it in a cage right away. You put a rope on it, and a really long rope, and then slowly but surely you close the rope in. Right, you're showing the rope until he doesn't realize that here he's been domesticated. And that's what's happened to our people. We've come to a point where we don't even we're docile. Okay, we have no idea what's going on, and we're just lost. Okay, gone astray. All right, and no one's saying restore. No one's saying to put our people in the right, proper state. No one's trying to help our people the right way, tell them who they are. All right, because if that was the case, that means they would have to literally give up their rulership and hand it over onto us, and that's not going to happen. Okay, but nonetheless, going into the state of oppression that we're in, our people really think they got it made, okay, because they don't know their history. They don't know who they are. Okay, and that goes into them not knowing anything. They think they just come from slavery. They think they just come from A, B, and C. Okay, but our history goes back to the beginning because we are the people of the book. Okay, but our people don't know that. Okay, they worship a white Messiah. They worship the white man. Okay, because that's been beaten into them, but they don't see it that way. They follow after his lifestyle. They follow after his ideologies and philosophies. They want to join his military. Okay, they want to be raised up in his society. Okay, make a name for themselves in this world. All right, not knowing that this world's getting ready to end. Okay, and it weighs heavy, and especially speaking on the apostles on down, the men that have been laboring in this truth for a very long time. You know how heavy that is on their heart, that to see our people just constantly failing, and here it is right in front of your face as the answer, and they shun away from it and continue on to get destroyed. All right, but here move on to Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. Okay, so a wise man, all right, and not wisdom according to this world. Okay, because the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. We're talking about the wisdom of YAHAWASHI being his law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, it tells you my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. All right, and why? Because they have rejected knowledge, right? And not again, not worldly knowledge, not mathematical equations. Of course, wisdom is wisdom, but it tells you the knowledge of wisdom is not wicked. It's like the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. Okay, it says it's better to know little, all right, than to be evildoer. Or it's like but what I'm trying to say. Okay, well, it says better something to the extent better is he that have little but fear of the Lord. All right, if I'm not mistaken. But continuing Ecclesiastes 7:7, and the gift destroyeth the heart. Our people been given a little bit more freedom by, so to say, by the eyes, but really they're in an even worse situation. Okay, and nobody's doing nothing to fix that besides the true men of the Lord. Okay, because people are doing stuff, but they're not. It goes into working hard and working smart. Yeah, you can do a lot, but you're doing a lot of nothing. Okay, they don't have the answers. All right, you can go to college and get a degree. All right, you can be put on high, but what? You're broke into the society. Okay, indoctrinated. All right, the only time they have a problem is when we call ourselves who we really are. Okay, and that should resonate. That should ring a bell in your mind. Everything else, nobody got a problem with. You call yourself a nigga this, nigga that. Okay, you going up to the White House, taking pictures and this and that, and I want to be a president, and I want to be a police officer. I want to be yada yada, such and such and so forth. First black this, but no. But when you say no, we're the people of the Bible, then is an uproar, and even from our own people. Okay, going into being plugged into that matrix. Okay, and going into cognitive dissonance, it's pretty much a glitch in their system, to where they want to put you to death because their mind is crashed, right? But going into the folly of this world, if it says folly is set in great dignity, meaning folly is set high in this place. Folly, entertainment. Okay, people love things that don't pertain to the true knowledge of Yahweh Shai. Okay, because again, at the end of the day, they hate him. Okay, them doing certain things to us and scoffing and poking and making fun of us has nothing. It's not us. It's he who sent us. Okay, and that just goes into adding on to the fire of the Lord's jealousy about his people. Because here it is. Even then going into 2/3 being destroyed, the Lord's calling us back, and this is what nothing happens. The people continue to walk past, snicker, at camp. do spit at a brother, you know, who's out here fighting for us? You know, who's out here, you know, trying to set us in the right direction? Okay, we like it says we are not of this world. Okay, but the thing is, people don't understand the judgment of YAHAWASHI. They don't understand prophecy. Okay, and going into this folly spirit, you know, all you see is Jake. Jake is the ultimate, you know, clown. You know, what they call it, a jester, um, a joker. You know, everything about Jake is everything got to be funny. You know, in school, Jake's always a class clown. Oh, Jake want to be a comedian. Jake want to crack a joke. You know, everything's so hee hee ha ha. But you know, going into being in the house of mourning, all right, it says the wise are in the house of mourning because we're in great evil times. All right, YAHAWASHI is angry. Every single day he's angry. You know, he sees the things that are going on in this world, and we can only see a small portion. We just see our life experience, you know, the day-to-day things we go through. So what more, you know, the whole, the whole spectrum of the things that are going on in this world. Okay, the things that are not seen, you know, by our eyes, of course, seen by the Heavenly Father. But, you know, again, going into, you know, again, people don't understand that this place has a set point of time which is going to end. And everything's all funny now and kiki now, but why do you think these men are out here telling you every single day the judgment of the Lord that's getting ready to come to pass? Do you just think it's because people don't know what reality is, what real life is and what fake life is? You know, people cannot make a difference between real and fake. You know, everything's fake to them. They say the moon's fake, everything's fucking fake. You know, or everything's true. There's no balance. You know, they learn one thing. Oh, now the Earth's flat. Now then they're going on to these bugged out philosophies, these doctrines. Okay, you know, putting themselves in a flushing toilet of a circle of nothing. And the truth is simple. All right, you have to know a little bit of history. Okay, of course the Spirit has to be dealing with you. All right, but you know the simplicity of this truth. Okay, you know everybody we don't come off as all. You know, some brothers are very great speakers. You know, some brothers are you know, well off in that case, but nonetheless we're all saying the same thing. You know, we're not here using big words. You know, trying to entice you to this truth. Is either you receive it or you don't receive it. All right, but at the end of the day, did you get the message? That's the point. You know. But you know, again, going into that oppression, you know, it says in Ecclesiastes 10th chapter, I've seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Okay, again, knowing your worth. All right, knowing who you are. You know, it's not an easy thing to carry on your spirit. Okay, and you have to walk around every single day knowing that, you know, you being a prince of power. All right, and you're in bondage to Esau. Right, but again, you know, the Lord is a power of correction. Okay, and understanding too, there's a light in the tunnel that this is just for a set appointed time. All right, this is not for everything. This is just for a lesson thing. Okay, you know, we know the reward of the wicked is coming. Okay, we just hope we're straight with the Lord on this side. Okay, you know, that's why we endure these things, because it was in our mind to go astray. All right, we turned away from YAHAWASHI. Okay, and being returned, we have to what? Seek Him 10 times more. Okay, but this is pretty much, you know, going into that the furnace of adversity. You know, acceptable men. You know, put in that fire. Okay, ultimately, you know, again, it's a spiritual war. It's always a war in your mind. Okay, you know, staying on the just and right path or going back and turning onto your own vomit. Okay, because you see, again, with your eyes, you see the world prospering in wickedness. All right, they're prospering in the way. Okay, ain't shit happening to them. They catch every break. And here it is, you knowing the truth, you don't catch a break. You catch hell wherever it is, whatever level of hell you catch, it doesn't matter. All right, we're still here. Okay, but you know, just going into we just gotta be patient. We gotta wait. You know, because again, Surely shall the wicked be punished. They shall not go unpunished. It says in Psalm the 5th chapter, the foolish shall not stand in his sight. Okay? He hates all the workers of iniquity. All right? He says, what now? Proverbs 26 chapter, the great power that formed all things, both reward the fool and reward of transgressors. Okay? And that's the thing, that going into being a visionary, you have to know that there's a way out. You just got to hold on to it. This truth is a treasure. Okay, it looks like in the sight of the unwise, we seem to die. Okay, but we're at peace. Of course, on the outside we perish, we catch hell, this and that and so forth. A lot of vexation. Nonetheless, we have a way out. Okay, as long as we stay in order, we hold on fast to what we have. Okay, because we consider the latter end. We can enjoy sin for a season, or turn back onto the Lord and receive, rights to the book of life, the tree of life. Okay, will be written in the book of life and have rights to the tree of life. Okay, being first fruits of the kingdom. Okay, people in this world, they're just gonna enjoy it, and it's an illusion. It looks like they're having a good time, but these people are miserable. Okay, it says, wisdom of Solomon, miserable, but miserable are they, and in dead things is their hope. So people hope, in vanity. Okay, and vanity is not going to stand these last days, especially with everything rolling in, and that's why going into the house of mirth. These people are going to want to do everything to keep their lifestyle of play and bread and circuses. So they're going to take that chip, which is the mark of the beast. And at the end of the day, they're just going to end up to be destroyed. So that's what should keep in the back of your mind. Yeah, your life might be boring. Yeah, your life might suck. All right, but it says we are dead and our life is hid with YAHAWASHI. All right, that's why we're supposed to be hastening the day. Okay, going into the people in this in the house of mirth. It says in Deuteronomy 32nd chapter, oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider the latter end. Their latter end is destruction. Okay, and you see these people having a good time, but knowing there's a sand. What is it? Sand clock? There's a time clock right over their head. Okay. And really they're being preserved for judgment. Okay. Because YAHAWASHI is coming back in flaming vengeance to take, his anger out on them that don't know him. Okay. Don't know what the hell is going on. It says, oh, how long you simple was you love simplicity. Okay. And all this hell is breaking loose. Well, I might as well get it. All right. Which I'll just close out. I'm just kind of just spiritually vetting, but nonetheless, Lord's one, of course, just be edifying. But this is Luke chapter 6. Yeah, Luke chapter 6 verse 25. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. All right, being satisfied, full, meaning you're okay with where you stand. All right, even it doesn't matter. If you're okay with this world, if you don't disagree with it, you're with it. All right. If you say it's not that bad, all right, you have any type of hope in this place, then that's what we just read. For you shall hunger. All right. Meaning you're gonna be disappointed. Okay. And it's time to coming into which this place you held on fast to, you had your hope onto. All right, it's getting ready to crumble right before your feet, and it's already happening now. Okay, but it's gonna happen on a large scale. Again, going into what Daniel's 12th chapter, to a time like no other, worse than any time in history you can imagine. And even saying that, it's hard. You can't picture how bad it's gonna be out here. You just it's coming, all right, but you don't really know what to expect. We don't know what we're gonna have to go through. We don't know what we're gonna have to see. We just know, as far as prophecy goes, bad times are coming. All right, but it don't matter if you were. Oh, Bobby was a good dude. The Lord don't care about none of that. All right, if you're not serving him, he's going to put you to death. Okay? He was a straight A student, little John, little Chris. He was a good kid, straight A's. He was never late to school. Teachers loved him, but that's not the spirit you're supposed to be in. Okay? That's why the scriptures say, the world only love them of its own. Perfect paraphrasing. Okay? If you're in the world's going to be agreeing with you. All right, the Lord don't care about your status on this side. He don't care about none of that stuff. Okay, these missiles are getting ready to hit, once it touches you, you're gonna die. It don't matter what you are. If you're a tree or a chair, you know, the Lord's coming to destroy everything in this place. Okay, and if you're talking about 2025, 2030, or raising up your kids on this side, again, you're gonna be greatly disappointed, and it's gonna be physical. Okay, going into the famines, the pestilence. Okay, the Lord's gonna you're gonna be embarrassed. All right, being greatly ashamed that you had joy in this place, that you really thought this was the place to be. Okay, but then going into the balance, all right, you know, us on this side that gave up our life, we're hungry. We starve for righteousness. We starve for the kingdom of heaven. All right, and we're gonna be filled. Okay, when our Lord returns. Okay, but continue on to that laugh now, for you shall weep and mourn. All right, so right now we're weeping and mourn on this side. Okay, we hate this place. All right, it sucks. You know, whatever amount of time you've been suffering in this truth. All right, we're all saying the same thing. We want to get out of here. Okay, we want things to be right. Simple things. We can't enjoy life on this side. There is no life on this side. Okay, because you're in hell. It don't matter who you are. All right, what you built up, it's going to be taken from you. All right, and that goes into the vanity of this place. All right, but all you people that laugh at the prophets, laugh, kiki, haha, jokes, and this and that, so on and so forth, you're going to weep and mourn. All right, because you thought this was a game. You thought everything was just fun and happiness and happy-go-lucky spirit, and or you can do it your own way and this and that and say what you want to say, and you got your formula to how things are supposed to be done. All right, you're getting ready to be crying and mourning. All right, and even more gruesome, you're gonna be weeping and gnashing your teeth because people are gonna be being put out left and right. Okay, because at the end of the day, you're in agreement with this place. You worship this place. You love this place. Okay, whether you said it or not, you would have no other way. Okay, because people talk shit about this place all the time. All right, but if you hated this place so much, why aren't you on this side? Why aren't you fighting with the true men of the Lord, being of YAHAWASHI, and just listening to what we're saying? But most people walk past, they look, and they have their preconceived notions. All right, not at all inquiring what the hell's going on because they think they got it figured out. Right, you got a college degree, you got this and that. You watch this dude on YouTube, but the Lord's not hearing none of that stuff. Okay, He's calling His sheep, and going into this the door closing on this place. It's gonna start things gonna start speeding up. Okay, we don't got time to be doing extremely long lessons and this and that and so forth. Because it's pretty much getting into crunch time. Okay, so the balance is we're gonna laugh, we're gonna have fun. And especially in this time we're heading into. Okay, of course we're gonna have our little the things we go through. But the Lord says He's gonna take care of us. Okay, because that's us counting the cost and considering the latter end. Right now we have to suffer, but it's not gonna be forever. Okay. And the Lord's gonna protect us. All right, we're to the best of our ability following after Him and seeking after Him, and following after the old paths that lead for rest for our souls. All right, the Lord said if we do what we're supposed to do, He's gonna take care of us. All right, and He already does now. All right, He maintains us. We get our daily bread. Okay, we're still in the Spirit. All right, and so on and so forth. The Lord delivers us. Okay, so what more in these times to come? Okay, because now again, we're going into game time. All right, now with all that time you had at set liberty, it's going to be put to use. This wisdom you're going to have to apply. Okay, and at the end of the day, again, the Lord's not going to put you through nothing you can't handle. But again, going into it's game time. All right, so all this suffering we're doing is not for nothing, and you have to remember that. All right, and that's what should keep you going ultimately, because you don't want to be killed. You don't want to be put to death. All right, but Lord's again, just really just vent through the Spirit. Nothing really as far as purely planned to speak of. Just going into pretty much what we're going through in the same in the same token. What we all think. Just how this place sucks. We have little highlights. We have things we do on the side or whatever the case may be, but it doesn't make us whole. We're all sick. We need that physician. Especially our nation as a whole. and it's coming. We just gotta wait for it, and surely, especially if you're paying attention what's going on, the Lord's working. We just gotta hang on a little longer, and before you know it, we're gonna wake up from this freaking nightmare. All right, but again, Lord's willing be edifying. As always, want to give all praises to Yahawah, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. Shalom.